I'm such a reactive person, and being a cat who like. I mean, I'm not Stanislavski. I don't know why people credit me with this shit. That's your thing. I was never that guy. I was far more into a different craft. You know, I was far more reactive. And when you work that way, then it's very difficult to like navigate the world and not be that. You know, I was very reactive in life, which is a lot of where this drama came from. A lot of this trauma and pain that I perpetuated on people was so reactive. So I'm developing a pause. I'm developing like the ability to shut the fuck up and not do anything, you know? And it felt so emasculine to not do something. It feels like emasculine to not do something. And for me, there's nothing more masculine than a mountain.
Tell me why.
Just don't do much, and it's always there.
Yeah.
And you can't move it.
Yeah.
And so like, that's what
complicated.
It's got
all kinds of shit on it.
Yeah, but it's also super simple.
That's true too.
Yeah, I mean, not to get too like arty-farty with the shit, but I like the stability of a mountain. I like the simplicity of a mountain. I like the complexity of a mountain. There's different notes, sure, you know, different elevations. Yeah, I'm not interested in like a monotone, naive optimism either. You know, that's not what I'm pitching. It's not. It doesn't make me effective to tell a dude who's in the middle of being on fire, hey, it's all gonna be okay. Because it's not. Some shit's not gonna be okay. And then you gotta ask yourself why that's happening. And God either is or he isn't. You know, that's just, it's very simple. And so even the negativity that befalls your life or any kind of tragic shit that happens in your life really is, you're being tapped. You know, this is how God refines. And so I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed for all the fuck ups too. I'm blessed that I had a group of people around me who, when I was in triage mode, could really grab my arm and tie a tourniquet. And now I'm able to pay it forward and be a service to other people, and even show up here and like look another man in the eye. Just that was like a big hurdle to get past. When you're in the kind of shame that I was in, and you've been defined a certain kind of way in the public, just to get to the place where you could sit down and look another man in the eye and speak honestly about where you're at, that's like a testament to a lot of work that got done.
100%.
And really, if that's all you get out of doing the work, then do the work, you know? So, and I keep going to this God thing, and it's not like the get out of jail free card for me, you know? It's not like I'm trying to say this stuff to absolve myself of anything. You know, I'm trying to be an advertisement for what this did in my life. It changed my life. I was kicking it with these monks for 9 months, and for a while I just thought like,
where
all right,
were you with them?
Santa Ynez, there's a monastery called the San Lorenzo Novitiate. It's a monastery.
Okay.
Franciscan monks. And I was there for living in my truck in a parking lot for months until they brought me in, and wound up being like this 9-month journey with them. And they laugh so much. You never think monks are
What are
they just fucking, they're laughing all the time. They're laughing a laugh that feels pure. It's not based on like this cutting anybody up. It's like,
Can you give me an example? Like somebody like lets a fart out, or
yeah,
like
it's
that
that.
kind of
It's
stuff.
just like childish, baby
people
shit.
have been laughing about since
They're little
eternity.
kids, bro. It's like they've cultivated their innocence. They're like kids. They're not, but there's this innocence to them. When they don't have to they've taken permanent vows of chastity, obedience, and poverty. And when you cut that shit out of your life, it leaves you with a very specific palette with which to paint. When money isn't dictating any of your decisions because you don't have a bank account, when sexual relations and pussy, and that's not clouding your brain, infringing on your ability to see shit. If you're not in charge of nothing, if you're completely obedient to basically their commanding officer, their head of vocations, then it puts you in this very like whimsical wonder. There's a lot of wonder. Yeah. It's like they're in awe all the time, not like in a naive way. You never seen people have more fun at a barbecue kind of way. The kind of shit where, like, I remember one time there was a couple of monks that, you know, they would go get groceries. People donate stuff to them, right? They don't buy shit. They live off of the whatever some days it's gonna be edamame, some days it's gonna be gummy bears. They're living off of what they get, right? There's a beauty to
Are
it.
they happy with
as fuck with everything.
No, but I mean, like, is there?
There's no preference.
Lima beans, like for real?
Yeah, straight up.
But is the lima beans? Is that disappointment?
They will freak
Or is
some
there
lima
joy?
beans. It's
Okay,
not like they don't
so
know what to
whatever
do
it
with
is,
lima
they're,
beans.
They're good with it.
They're gonna freak lima beans. And lima beans is gonna be something you want to have. You know. They're gonna freak it out, whatever it is. They're gonna go get to work. There's 20 dudes gonna be in there like chef. Like. Wolfgang Puck with some gummy bears. You know, we're about to make this happen. It's gonna pop in here tonight. And they're excited about it. You know, they'll be walking up and down the hallways like lima beans tonight, G. You know? Anyway, so I remember driving behind them, and this is like early days. This is back when I had, you know, when Abel first reached out to me about doing this, it was all ego. I was still early days of sobriety. It was like, ooh, back to hustle, wiggle room. That's how it started for me. It's like, oh, you want me to do what? With who? Willem Dafoe. Oh, bro, let me, forget all this sobriety talk. Forget all this cleaning. Yeah, I'm back. Ooh, here we go, bro. Back, right? It happened so fast. And now I'm in the mirror again. I'm doing my shit again. Just back to the old me, you know, just getting to work, you know, trying to find who this dude could be. And I'm back into like full-blown